Thanks. Yeah, no, I can be ugly and I can do a New York accent. I can really do it all.
All the greats are just like you guys. Bridge and tunnel kids pulled in by the bright lights of the big city. How are you?
I'm good.
Don't you have a new girlfriend you're supposed to be excited about?
Hey, it's Jim Alexander with Real Talker, and welcome to the horror version of Bridge and Tunnel.
Oh, stop it.
Of this face.
Hey, look at that. What happened?
Well, nose job, okay? I'm not going to pretend it's like something extravagant. But although I did break my nose like years ago playing bad baseball, and they butchered me after they tried to fix it, and now I had to revise it. So
what happened in baseball? Was it a bat or a ball?
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was me trying to be arrogant. And instead of like throwing to the first base, I tried to run in and tag the guy because I'm so fast. You know what I mean? And then heads collide. And that's what happened.
Oof. Yeah, you're so fast, you smashed your face. That's pretty fast.
Impressive.
Yeah. Still paying for it 8 years later, you know? So, but this is probably the prettiest look I'll ever have, by the way, in case you see me again. So, you know, take it in. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was just talking to Isabella and JL, and we kind of came up with like a storyline for him. Like, this is season 3 of Bridge and Tunnel. Like, I come into town, try to mess around with the girls, and I get punched by either, you know, Mikey or
it'd be Mikey. It'd be Jimmy if you were talking to Jill, but it'd probably be Mikey if it was anybody.
Or it would
change the direction here.
Or be Stasey.
Probably be Stasey.
It could be, and then we have a whole new story arc. You know what I mean? That could play out over a course of a season. So
yeah, the 3 guys would be in the background, not knowing what the hell just happened, and it'd be the 3. It'd be Jill and Stasey just.
And it's like, you know, like you bring Chicago into New York, there's got to be some tension there too, probably. But you know, actually, I was thinking too of like if I wanted to come up with a story for this, like Caitlin. Like, you're so gorgeous, so like very nice looking in every way, but I just saw that trailer of you and Smile, and I still can't get that damn thing out of my mind. I was like creeped out completely. I don't know if you saw it, Sam.
I see every time I watch a YouTube video, I see that trailer. It's all over.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It looks really good. Yeah, please. Yeah. do something about that, Kate. Thanks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There's this, you know, New York girl I'm watching on his show, and then I'm like, creeped out of that smile on that face. That like, I don't think Jimmy would be going for that if that was the case. If that came to Bridget,
I don't know. I don't think you know Jimmy as well as you think.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Maybe he'd like to take some pictures.
Crazy, you know
I think he's into it, man.
Some pictures in the red room. Get
exactly. A lot of shit happens in that red room, man.
Literally. Did you get to hang out in it, or like was this like, did they actually put you in one? I know there's a few scenes of you doing videos, I mean like photos in one, but
yeah, no, that was one of the few sets they actually built. Was nice. The basement, you know, was the red room. So yeah, that was one of that, and what else? The bathroom and a couple of bedrooms. The bathroom in first scene in season 1, that famous scene.
You really sold me on that photography. I'm like, man, you know, he's real. Maybe he's into it in real life too. I don't know.
I am. Yeah, no, I am definitely. I don't think not National Geographic level. But yeah, I am. I picked up photography probably like freshman year of high school. It was like around the time my nephew was born, and I just like bought a camera and was just like snapping way too many pictures of him. And since then, I've spent way too much money on cameras and. Yeah. So I'm a photographer and
naturally transferred over to this show. Caitlin, did you see him snapping like you know, either iPhone pictures or pictures on set? Did you catch him in the act?
Oh yeah, he took some great photos. Sam's very good at taking photos. Me, I know that much.
I'm still surprised. You surprised me, Caitlin. Like not only this whole thing in Smile, but like I had to look up twice. I'm like, she's Australian. Like, what? There's no way this chick's Australian. Like, your accent was so thick, and I felt like so authentic. I couldn't tell. I mean, some of you guys are from like the New York area, literally from the cast. But I'm like, I don't know how you pull out. But I'm like, she's Australian. she was on that show Neighbors, which every Australian is like a right of way you have to be on, you know, before you leave the country. Like, so she's a talented, really talented actress, right?
Thanks. Yeah, no, I can be ugly and I can do a New York accent. I can really do it all.
How did you settle into it? It was so good though. Like, I was really impressed. Like, I would have never thought there's like an Aussie even in your, 23andMe, much less actually being good.
Well, thanks. That's very reassuring. Yeah, no, I really like doing the accent. I think you have to really enjoy it to be able to pull it off, and I really enjoy it. And obviously I was working with Sam, who's an expert, and he was incredibly helpful. It's very contagious. It's a contagious voice and a contagious attitude. So
it's an attitude. I like that. That's very true. I think like New York and Midwest, like Chicago and New York, we have like an attitude and like a noticeable accent. I'll throw Boston in there too. There's something like different, right? Where you notice us in different parts of the country.
Yeah, for sure.
Sam, you
usually
know it.
Because you're wearing a shirt that says Chicago or Boston on it. Like, you guys love to advertise.
I reacted so strongly to that because right before I booked Bridge and Tunnel, I took a cross-country trip. I drove from LA to New York, and we did it with a group of friends. We did it in 4 days.
Wow.
And yeah, man, you walk into a diner or a shop or a pharmacy, whatever, and it's like people like immediately know you're not from there. And then
like an alien steps in.
Yeah, you're like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, oh, you're not from here, are you? And I'm like, should I leave? Like, yeah.
I'm watching the show and I'm thinking I'm like, damn, I thought my dating life was trouble, but like, man, what you guys are going through is like a lot more than that. But like, then also I'm thinking like, what if we could take back something from like the 80s? What would you guys do? Because I think I would take back the phones. I think dating and like making relationships and friendships would be easier without texting if you had to actually call someone again. Like, I'm like, I think we need to bring that back in some way. I don't know what you guys would pick.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things we all kind of noticed in season 1 was like, man, we really just kind of like show up to these parks and these bars and just hope everyone's there. It's like, it's just the thing you do. It's part of your like agenda for the day. So hell yeah, take the phones away and bring back the
smoking on airplanes.
What I say.
Yeah,
too.
Caitlin,
Yeah.
What would you bring back? Same thing, phone?
Yeah, sure. Being able to smoke indoors, because why not? And probably a little bit less social media. Also the fashion and the music. The 80s was just like anything could happen,
Totally. Well, we're out of time. This was a lot of fun. I could talk to you guys for another couple hours, but let's make it happen again and see
absolutely.
happen.
Yeah.
Throughout the storyline. So
nice
take care, guys.
You.
Caitlin, I'll be seeing you soon in the theater near me.
I'm counting on it.
See you, Jim.
Bye, guys.